I always knew I wanted to change the world. I knew I wanted to change Haiti, my country. I knew I wanted to have an impact on Haiti. And here I was doing it every single day in and out. I was working with youth. I was working with women in reproductive health, in HIV/AIDS prevention, and family planning. I was going all over around the country, talking to them, reaching them, providing services and activities that would actually change their lives and have an impact and help them change their behaviors. The more I started working, the more I had responsibilities, I started to become frustrated. Frustrated because with responsibilities, I started to understand the bureaucracy around our work. I started to understand the donors and their priorities, and priorities that did not always meet the priorities of the people. I started to see programs that had a huge impact on the population, and these programs closing and not being able to continue because of lack of funding. And worst of all, I started to see my people, the one we wanted to help, sitting around and waiting for NGOs, waiting for the international community to come and help them. I was mad. My optimism was diminishing. I was actually beginning to ask myself, is this a life that I want to have? Do I want to continue doing this work? Is it worth it? Then, on January 12, 2010, the unbelievable happened in my country. I was at home with my husband and my children, and the ground started to shake beneath us. We had no idea what was going on. We were not prepared for this. We had not talked about that. I was scared. It was unbelievable. The four of us were fine, but what about my friends? What about my family? What about my city? What was going on? At that time, all we could hear were the screams. All we could see was the smoke coming from the city. I felt powerless. Here I was wanting to change my country, and I couldn't do anything. My government was on the floor. I felt I was shaken to my core. The next morning at sunrise, we woke up to go see what was going on, to go find my family, to go see the city. As I drove, I was speechless. There were no words to describe what I was seeing. The city was destroyed. There was so much fear, so much pain, so much suffering. We had no idea how we would stand up, rise, and be able to continue as a country. Then, in the middle of all of this, I saw something unbelievable, something unexpected. I started to see courage in people's eyes. I saw a man pick up rocks from a rubble to be able to clear a house where a stranger was in there stranded. I saw a baker open up his store to give bread to people that had been there all night long. I started to see health professionals leave their families and their own personal problems to be able to be there to help others. I saw Haitians wanting to be there for each other and being a solution instead of having to wait for the international community or for NGOs to come do the work. I saw that light in their eyes. I saw that possibility, that glimpse of a possibility that together we could come as one to be able to help each other. In the middle of the chaos, I was asked if I didn't want to take my children and myself and just leave the chaos, leave the country, leave the disaster, because there was no way that this could get better. There was no way that Haiti could stand up again. And my answer was no. It was no because I saw that light in their eyes, that light that showed me that we as a people can come together and make this country better. Thank you.